All right, all right. We are back at the podcast studio. We're here in beautiful Belmont, New Jersey. We have a very special guest on today, a guy I met through networking probably about a year ago. We got Victor from the Flooring Guy. How are you?
Good. How about yourself?
I am great. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
You're a busy guy. It took a little while to get coordinated on the calendar with you.
Yeah, it was kind of a little involved because running to job sites and getting jobs done and running crews and everything, it gets a little tricky when I can make it work to have
Yeah.
some free time and everything. But I'm glad to be here.
I'm glad to be
Finally.
here. We got a sunny day in Belmar, which is my favorite kind of day in Belmar. So, let's talk about it. So, how long have you been in the United States?
I've been in the United States for a little over 10 years now.
What made you come to the United States?
So I came from Brazil.
Uh-huh.
When I finished high school in Brazil, I kind of feel lost in what to do next with my life. And I had family here in the United States, my uncle, my aunt, few cousins here and there, family, my father's side, mother's side. And I decided to come here to get myself I don't know, a better future, a better life, learn
That's
something
great.
new with
That's cool.
18 years old, not knowing much about life, just trying to figure things out. And here I am today.
And of course, if you're from Brazil, you moved to Long Branch, right?
Absolutely.
All right.
The little Brazil in New Jersey.
I would say if it would be weird if it wasn't Long Branch. So that's great. So it's awesome that you were going right to Monmouth County, which is a great place to live and
Yep.
raise a family and live. I think Monmouth County is awesome.
Love
Can't-
it here.
I can't say anything bad about Monmouth County. So now you're 18 years old. You're just come over. English isn't your first language.
Now, when I first come here, the words that I knew in English was literally hi and bye. No much more than that. I had such a hard time like ordering Dunkin' Donuts or McDonald's or whatever. It was like pointing things and
Yeah.
just like making work. I'm this kind of guy. I'm not afraid. I'm not shy to do things that I don't know about it, and I'm not shy to ask. Show you this and how you call this thing.
Water.
You know, I'm always this kind of guy.
Yep.
And I ended up learning English just by being surrounded by people that speak English, especially my stepfather. My mother got married with this very nice guy, I would say 8 years ago, I believe. His name is Gary. And I wanted to spend time around him and get to know him better. And we start, he loves motorcycle. He works in his garage with a lot of bikes, like just a side hobby and stuff. And I started just being around him. I wanted to learn things from him. And before I knew, I was watching Netflix with the in English with the lyrics in English.
Yep.
And start listening to some country music. And I start
So
like
Brazilian guys into
Yeah.
country music now.
yeah,
huh?
because myself, I came from a very small town from Brazil.
Uh-huh.
It's called Tiros, Minas Gerais. It's a state. And all my family, it's more into the countryside. My family has farm there. My brother is a country boy out there.
Okay.
He deals with cows, horses,
Yep,
and everything.
sure.
So I got the countryside a little bit here too, and started enjoying to go to country concerts with my girl. And I wanted to kind of know what these guys were singing in the song.
Yeah, sure.
So I started forcing myself into reading the lyrics and then trying to understand and knowing how to say words.
Yep.
And that's how I am.
That's how you learned it.
Yeah, that's how I learn.
That's great.
Never been to school or anything like that.
So now let's fast forward a little bit. So you come here, you start learning, you're doing your thing, but now you decide that you're going to get into the flooring business like every other Brazilian
Yep.
that comes to the United States, and so you start doing floor work, like hardwood flooring, refinishing work, and sanding, right?
hmm
That was
So-
the next thing.
So when I was about 5, 6 years old, here doing floors since day one, since I came here, I started like thinking about going on my own and open a business and jump right in and figure things out on the go. But I received an offer from my girl's uncle to be his partner back then. Wonderful guy, teach me a lot of things. He's a very good professional. And I jumped right in. We started working as a partner for as a subcontractor for big stores, and we had a great time working together, making good money. I had a nice Jeep back then, and I was just like having a good life, the dream life in USA, having my own job. But and then I started like not being comfortable as being just a subcontractor, because it's nice to show up in the job site not having to worry about the material, and already someone already sold the job,
Yeah.
someone already delivered the job. So you show up there, you just
You're ready
be
to go.
nice with the customer, do your job, and leave there, and you're getting paid no matter what.
Yep.
So it's nice, but I wanted more more adrenaline, I would say, to jump into things and create something nice for me in the future, because it's a tough job. It's not something that you're going to be doing for the next 20 years on your life, and it takes a beat of your body, your knees and back,
Yeah, it's hard work.
and it's a hard work. So I I start feeling uncomfortable as only being the subcontractor, and I decided that it was time to to quit this partnership and jump on my
And be
own
the front
venture.
end guy.
Yeah,
So you decide you want to now be the guy who's going to sell the jobs, install the jobs, run the crews, and instead of just being the subcontractor that goes to a job site and is told where to go and what to do, you're now going to do it all.
yeah. I decided to do that, and the day I decided, I didn't have a name or anything. I just decided, and I talked with my ex partner at the time, and say, you know what, I gotta do something else. I gotta figure it out what I'm gonna do. I don't know yet, but I'll make it work. And I started doing a lot of research. There's a lot of like free things that you can watch on YouTube and learn how to do things. And that's I'm this kind of guy. If I don't know something, I'm gonna jump into it, and then I'll find a way to learn. And
Which is really great
and
because when you got here, you didn't know how to say more than a few words. And then now you're researching and on YouTube and learning. It's awesome.
yeah, I think that the thoughts about remember where I came from, it's probably something that kind of pushed me to do what I'm doing today, because being far from everything that I grew up with, far from my brother, far from my father, my grandparents, and all my friends that I grew up with. I leave Brazil literally with a small suitcase and a skateboard under my arm to start a new life. And I think sometime back then, 5 6 years ago, I probably forgot that. And then when I remember where I came from and where I was able to get to it, I say, you know what? I can do more than that. I can be more than just a subcontractor.
Yeah.
I can do more than just work in someone else's brand and get a nice work done to get them a nice review. And why not do this for myself and create something nice that I'm gonna be able to, maybe pass that to my family in the future. Or,
Sure.
Who knows what the future can bring.
Yep. So, now how has it been being the front end guy? Like you like that?
I like pretty much every single thing, every problem, everything that I run into it. It's a new day every day. I feel very excited to wake up first thing in the morning, jump on my phone and set it up crews to go to work, talk with customer, and that's pretty much how I am. I like to take relationship with customers a little more personal than just doing business with. I'm the kind of guy that I'm gonna show up to do the floors in your house, and I want to hear what do you do for a living, and you have kids or not. Dogs, I love dogs. I love any type of
Do
animal.
dogs like you?
They do.
Okay, good.
That's the most important thing.
Yeah, of course.
First, you become friends with the dog, and then you become friends with the homeowner.
Fair.
And that's something that I like to take more personal, because I like to be the guy at the end of the job. I don't want to be a shady contractor that I'm gonna turn the back on you, and after the job done and I get paid, and I'll ghost you forever. No,
Yeah.
I'm not the kind of guy. I want to be the guy that if you invite me to grab a beer a day or so, let's do it.
You're in. And that's
I
how
want
you
to
got
be
into
that kind of.
So you
person.
become quite the networker too.
Yeah, I think little over a year ago, I start learning the meaning of the word networking events and stuff like that. When I met you in one of those K-Chavs events, great guy, and when he first texted me on Instagram, my first thought that it was a scam. to be
Really?
honest, because I never knew about this event or
Yeah.
anything like
Yeah.
that. But my guts were telling me that probably just a scam on Instagram, and I say, you know what, I'm gonna give this guy a chance, and I'll see what it's
Yep.
all about.
Yep. Yep.
And here I am.
And you've been going to networking ever since.
Pretty much every week.
Every week you
Every
go
week.
somewhere.
Yep.
You went to you've been done the K-Chefs a number of times.
Yep.
You've done the Anthony Battle
Yep.
networking.
I recently joined the great Chamber of Commerce of Tom's River
Okay.
and been meeting like
You've been
great
going to
people.
those
Yep.
meetings. You're part of the Got networking with Abdel.
Yep. Great guy
On
too.
Thursdays in Eatontown.
Yep.
Where he's outgrowing his little office conference room.
Yep.
So it's
Amazing
great.
experience. You know, like I said, I love to meet new people. That's one of the things that I like the most about my job, being out there and getting the opportunity to meet new people every single day. You know, you walk the front door as a stranger, and once you're done, I like to walk out as a friend.
Sure.
You know, it proves a lot. Not how professional you are, but more like how personal you are when you deal things with customers every single day. Because when you're dealing with the customer and they're still holding like part of their payment, that means they can kind of deal with you and they have power in what you do and what tell you to do. But the thing that changes is when you get paid for the job that you're done and you not ghost your customers. If they
Yeah.
have a problem, they call you, we show up, you take care.
And you take care of it.
That's how I want to grow business, and that's how I want people to see my trucks out there, see my brand, and
Well, you know,
knowing me as
your face is on the truck now.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's literally my face out there. So
You got to make sure you do
I
a good
gotta
job.
make sure that I do a
That
good job and I
otherwise
do
they're
good
gonna
and do
track
nice to
Victor
people.
down. So, where do you see like continuing expansion, and where do you want to get to? What is like? It sounds like you've accomplished a lot of goals, and you just crushed goals. Like you came here with your skateboard in your bag, and you now own a business, and now you have employ people, and you're running your own company. You know, you have multiple trucks on the road. So what's next?
So what's next? I think I'm gonna start getting ready to start delegating more jobs to other people, finding people that suits better every position that I might need down the road. I still gotta figure out things that I not know as a being a business
Business
owner.
owner. Okay.
But yeah, I think I'm gonna start like delegating more jobs to people, finding the right people,
Finding
the right fit.
putting the people
to-
in the right seats to find.
Because I
help
mean,
you
I'm,
grow.
I'm trying to build a brand. I'm trying to build something nice for the future. So I need to have a good people with the same mindset, with the same like
Yep.
how can I say the same same mindset.
Same core values.
Yeah, same core values.
Especially if you want people to, you know, if you leave homes as a friend to these people, you need the right team in place. Because if you have people that don't have that same mindset and same goals and same core values, well, then you're not going to have the same outcomes.
Yeah, because it doesn't make sense as me walking in the front door and selling a job to someone and being nice to them and then send any guys that not going to do the same as I'm doing.
If they're not going to do the same thing, it's going to be hard because you're going to have, like, they're used to you coming in and selling it,
Yeah.
and you coming in and making them feel comfortable about the job. And again, home improvements are a big, you know, not everybody in the home improvement business has a great reputation.
Yeah.
On top of that, you're kind of uprooting someone's house while you're doing the work. I mean, and your work is messy, it's loud. So, like, you know,
I got to make sure that the guys, you know, respect the homeowner's furniture, respect their dog, or respect the homeowner itself. You know,
Yeah.
it's a great task for the near future.
Yep.
I think I'll make it work. You know, just like I'm doing since
Yep.
I came here to this country, this beautiful country that I can call home now.
Yep.
And I think that's the way to go.
I love it. I think that that's great news. I think that you're on your way to success, even more success. It sounds like, you know, you've gotten success and you're going to continue to go. And I like the fact that you want to make people happy and you want to make the customer, you know, want to
appreciate
do
that.
business with you.
I appreciate that. It's tough. It's a tough job. It's tough to deal with people, And
No,
it's
really?
not wrong, not only customers, but with the guys that work
Yeah.
for me and everything. And not only the guys that work for me, but I got to think about they have family. The guys that I have working for me now, all of them they have kids, they have wives. So it's not only me running a business and getting anyone on the corner and get this guy to work with me. It's a great people that I have on my side right now. They have family, they have house. I'm not only on a business providing for me and my future family that I'm going to build with my girl, but I'm providing uh, work and opportunity to people that like relying on me right now to make things work and to
Totally.
be out there. So it's a pressure and
There's a
it's
lot
at
of
the
weight
same
on your
time
shoulders.
it's a big pressure and at the same time it's a excite. It gets me excited
Yeah.
to wake up in the morning and
What time you get up every morning?
4:15, 4:30 every day. I like to have my coffee at my house, like thinking about my day in silence, not like by myself. And after that, I jump into my truck, and I never know what's gonna happen after that.
Yep.
I'm out there, and my phone rings. Someone wants an estimate. If I'm around, I'll say, you know what, give me an hour. I'll meet you there. I got some samples here.
Yep.
I like to hear um, what they want to get it done, their budget, and their expectations,
Yep.
what kind of floor they're looking at it. And from there, I start like visiting job sites where the crew is. Sometimes from just last week, I had my friend with me. We drove from Long Branch to Tom's River in one day, from Tom's River to Manhattan, Sparta,
Sparta.
from Sparta to Ocean, and then we went back to Long Branch. And that was one day of work for us, just like
That's a lot of
visiting
driving.
job sites and meeting with customers, showing samples, getting deposits, setting up crews and everything. So that's pretty much a day in
Wow.
being the flooring guy itself.
Now, what were you doing in Manhattan?
We are doing a refinishing job there.
Oh, cool.
We did a little repair in the kitchen. This job I was doing for a contractor there, so they were doing a completely restoration in this apartment, and they removed the cabinets in the kitchen. And when they installed the original floor, they just went around the cabinet. So we had to remove the floor, the existing one. We had to weave it in the new into the old to be seamless. And after that, we sanded and finished
Did it come out great?
to bring the floor back to life, and it came out wonderful.
Awesome. And then what? Sparta? That's up north.
Yes, pretty much like an hour and 30 minutes from Long Branch
Yeah.
area. And we went there. This customer found us on Instagram, I believe, and she kind of texted me there asking if I knew a reputable company to go there and do her floors. And I said, you know what, I'll go there. I don't mind the drive. And I went there and I sold the job on spot. And we scheduled for the next week, like a week after we sold the job and everything. Got her in the schedule, and we got the job done. She's happy, and like I say, I think I left her house being probably a friend.
Yep.
Very nice woman. And right now we're doing. I don't know when this is gonna be in air, but today we're good. We're doing her sister's house in Tom's River,
Oh, good.
and I think that's the right way to do business.
Sure.
You do right to one customer, and
You just get the referrals.
yep, that's it.
Keep doing great things. This was a great conversation. I'm glad that you came on. I'm glad we were able to fill it in your schedule.
I'm glad to be here.
Let people know, as we wrap up today, let people know where to find you. Give them, if you want, your Instagram, your website, your phone number, whatever it is that's best to get in contact with you, so that anybody that's looking to have great floor work done will give you a call.
Yeah, so you can find our website, theflooringguy.us, and our Instagram, it's theflooring.guy, and that's pretty much it. From these two platforms, you can find every single detail that you might need it.
Perfect.
On our website, you can fill it in the forms, and we'll be in touch with you as soon as possible. And let's do it.
Sounds great. Thanks for coming on today. This was awesome.
Thank you for having me here,
bet.
and looking forward to the next one.
Definitely.